Okay, hi, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me at the top of the stream today. It's been a while. Necro Wolf says yeet with the sub. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. I am returning from being sick. Ooh, buddy, it's been a while since we've streamed. I got bronchitis of like all things. I feel like bronchitis is a thing that you get when you're like 14, right? Like middle schoolers get bronchitis, right? How's it going, E Jones? Audubon, I appreciate it. Um, I have a long cough now. I have congestion that just won't go away. You had bronchitis in your 20s? Oh. Yeah, dude, this sucked. This sucked. The running theory is Candy has really bad allergies, and that caused a lot of like mucus buildup. And then through all of that, like all that allergy boogers, she got, bronchitis something. That's what the doctor said. I don't know. And yeah, it just wasn't, it was not fun, man. And I still feel it. Like, it's not, I'm not sick anymore, but it's just like, ugh. Finally graduated today after 4 years and you're buzzing? Dude, that's hype as heck! That's so exciting! Like, I don't know. This is a lot for imagery, but I had here. Let me kick it over to Minecraft. I'm just kind of jumping in circles, bro. I had like straight up mucus coming out of my eyeballs. Like there was a the worst day was I woke up at like 4 in the morning because my eyes were hurting, and like I go to the bathroom and like as I wake up I can't even get my eyes open. Like I have to sit there and like rub them and peel them and like actively like flex my freaking eyelids in order to get my eyes open because they were so gummed up with mucus. And I go to the bathroom to wash all of this like the boogers out of my eyelashes and out of like my eyelids so that way I could go back to sleep. And like there is like I pulled down my eyelid and there was mucus in the underside of my eyelid, and every time I would blink more and more mucus would appear in that like in my under eyelid. It was miserable, like, and it hurt so bad. My eyes were just bloodshot and it just agitated all the time, and I'm coughing up mucus. I'm like, it's my nose is completely stuffed up. I couldn't breathe. My throat was so sore that like it felt like it was closing up. It was miserable. Yeah. And then like for 4th of July, right? That was yesterday. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. For 4th of July, a couple of the friends went out to they all rented like a cabin sort of thing together, and gonna do like a 4th of July party thing. Cool, fine, yeah, would love to go. One of the friends had a close call with COVID, and it's like, nope, I can't risk getting COVID right now after having just got over bronchitis. Like, my lungs hurt, my throat hurts. I'm not about to risk another respiratory illness on top of, no. I had, whenever I was like, I don't know, 12, I had mono. Some girl thought that spitting on me was how you show affection, and so she like was playfully teasing me It wasn't like bullying. I have since found out in hindsight that she, or not in hindsight, but in retrospect, that that girl liked me. However, you know, 12-year-old me did not know this anyway. Kids are weird. She spit on me because, like, she thought that that was playful flirting. I don't know. And I got mono from her when I was like 12. And mono was not this bad. Nim's question, what's your method to acquire gunpowder? Is it a creeper farm or is it darkroom farm? It is a darkroom farm currently. However, I would eventually swap to just a creeper farm. I think darkroom farms are even antiquated now. In the same way that like enders are unnecessary, I think darkroom farms are unnecessary. I think that yeah, because like piglin bartering is just so good. Oh yeah, we need to finish this. Do I use vanilla tweaks? I mean, that's my resource pack, right? Where the hell is that button? Nope, that's not the right button. There it is, yeah. Oh, they're all old. Labao. But yes, yes I do. Oh man. But yeah, being that sick, it sucked, and it took weeks to feel better. And even now, even today, sitting here talking, right, I can still feel it. I can still feel like, oh, it was just, it was big pain, very not good. I was working on this last time. This is the Froglight farm. Oh, didn't I say I didn't want to work on this anymore because of... Oh. Doesn't checking that chest make them angry? I'm gonna destroy this chest. I don't want to have to worry about it in the future. Man, I wish we had gotten this done. Is this powdered snow or quartz? Quartz. Yeah, I shouldn't be in here. Not without, I shouldn't be in here without potions of fire resistance. Oh, hey, so piglins is the way to go? For... I don't think piglins give gunpowder, sorry. I think I might have confused that. Yeah, they don't. No, but I think the darkroom mog farms are antiquated because of things like piglin farms and creeper farms and witch farms and stuff like that, right? Why would you... I mean, a darkroom farm is maybe good to get generalized, generalized things. This is what I came here for. Darkroom mob farms might be okay to get, like, generalized stuff. But as soon as you hit, like, the mid-game, your darkroom farm is not good anymore. And I would just roll up with a... I would roll with a creeper farm if you needed a lot of gunpowder. Otherwise, I would roll with a witch farm if you needed a medium amount of gunpowder, you know? What did I need to finish this? Oh, I need hella powdered snow, which means that today's stream we need to work on powdered snow. You would make a witch farm, but you've not found a swamp yet? So we have like 4 maps out in each direction. Okay, okay. Well then, yeah, I would make a creeper farm. Unless you really, really, really need the... what would you call it, the wide variety of drops from a darkroom mob farm. But again, the problem with the darkroom mob farm is it's all gonna be just bones, arrows, and rotten flesh. Oh, and it may be a bit of string, depending on the style that you use. Also, show you guys something ridiculous. Everyone here knows that we've been going kind of wild about trying to performance optimize this world. For my birthday, Candy got me a new graphics card. I don't know if you can see this, but right here, we have a good graphics card now. Candy got me a 3070 Ti for my birthday, which just, that girl, I love her so much. And if you notice, on the other side, right here, our FPS is still dog-do garbage. which means that the problem with Minecraft is not the graphics card, and is the processor. And I seriously believe that Minecraft has a strong Intel bias. After dealing with all of this. Yeah. I'm just trying to find the best runner-up until you can make the witch farm. It's for just gunpowder. Then it's just definitely a creeper farm. You can get, I mean, you're gonna get plenty of... Honest, man. If you're planning on bailing on it and building a witch farm, I would just make a darkroom mob farm, you know, honestly. I still do believe that they are antiquated and unnecessary anymore. But in the meantime, you can use the darkroom mob farm to get you... not redstone, not glowstone, that's just not going to happen. But the gunpowder, or a darkroom mob farm would give you your gunpowder. And then rotten flesh, bones, arrows, which will start you out with like all the arrows you need for your bow, and all the rotten flesh that you need to trade some clerics to get some emeralds flowing, stuff like that. I will likely disassemble my... I wanted to land on top. I will likely disassemble my darkroom mob farm at some point and turn it into a strictly creeper farm. Likely. I might also make it a creeper spider farm, but... So, after 1.19, we had all these cauldrons up here, which were, like, perfectly placed on the edge of this, I think it was an Extreme Hills biome. And now this biome is... Oh, well... This one is a forest, Lamau. Still, now this biome is wind-swept hills, and it's not turning my water into ice anymore. Nor is it snowing into my cauldrons. It's now raining into my cauldrons. What happened? Do I need to go further up? I'm at Y117. Kind of feel like I need to go take some Dayquil shit. Do I have any other snowy biomes nearby? It's unlikely that I have a snowy biome nearby. Elytra durability check. What is this going to be? Is this just going to be more windswept hills? This is dog dude. This doesn't make snow anymore. There's a chance I want that fox to be able to make a high efficiency chicken farm. Where did you get snow now? Hi, yo. How are you? I'll come back. I'm gonna use this to experience gain my whatchamacallit. Animals. Here it is. Why do I have so much chicken? Excuse me. Cactus, please? So how do I get powdered snow? I needed to start raining is the problem. Is there any busy work that I can do to pass time until it starts raining? I guess we can mirror this side to this side now that we have like the rough spacing, right? Yeah, we could do that. I have so many projects actively going at once. Yeah, because I need it to start raining so that way I can scout out and see if windswept hills make snow at a certain Y level. Blah. I had to think where my blocks were. Spruce planks. Okay, how wide did I make this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be 9. It's 9. Okay. Do I want this to be cobblestone or smooth stone? Rephrase. Do I want this to be cobble or regular stone? Well, it looks like we're gonna go with regular stone. Just like before, I want a 2-block thing underneath my path. So that way I can... This is like my basement, my maintenance area, right? Okay, yeah, that'll all need to get cleared out. Lies. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? No, no. And then that'll stretch that way forever. Not literally forever. Nikolai, how are you doing today? Should I turn one of my beacons into a haste beacon? So that way I can insta-mine all this stone. I probably should, huh? You got a summer job in the Netherlands? Is that hype? Congrats, hype? I think so. I think that's hype. Came here by car with three friends? That's heckin' excellent. Is it colder than Spain? I need a little bit of iron. That was a really excessive flight, by the way. I'm just trying to slow fall and not, like, die upon hitting the ground. I think the regen is more important than... Or, excuse me, the regen is more important than the resistance, if I forget to turn it back on. Yeah, there we go. This is what we wanted to see. Oh, this wasn't even as big of an area as I thought it was going to be. We're done already. Okay, well, hang on. How you doing, by the way? I just got done talking about this at the beginning of this stream. I am... Let's take it out like 3 more blocks. I am getting over bronchitis. And this is maybe the most sick I've ever been. 2, 3. It was miserable. I was... Like, there were multiple periods where I was like, oh, my throat's closing up. Do we really have to go to the emergency room? And, you know, Candy took a look at it, and she's like, no, you're fine. Your throat's not closing up, but it's, like, super mega red, and, like, I understand, and it is swollen. And it was just, like, miserable, painful, awful. The mucus was so bad. It was so annoying. Yeah, something like that, I think. Okay, yeah, and then we farm spruce and make spruce planks. So it was bad. It was very, I was sick, man. Capital S, period, sick. And, I'm just gonna square it up to what we've already got. I don't even care. It sucked so bad. I was in pain. I was coughing. My throat felt like it was just bleeding nonstop because of, like, I was coughing so much. It made my throat raw. And then, because I had so much mucus draining out the back of my throat, it felt like blood. And it was just the worst thing. I'm finally starting to feel better, though. I was maybe starting to feel better last week, as far as, like, overall health and wellness goes. But then it was like, my throat was still, like I said, raw. It felt, in the moment, while I was sick, it felt bloody. Like, it felt not... I was just miserable. And so then whenever I was thinking, like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better, I want to go back, I want to stream again, I want to, you know, do all that stuff. And then I was like, God, I can't risk it. I could barely stand like a minute-long conversation with Selena. Let alone streaming for hours, right? It was so painful and so miserable. Yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. I was not I was very, very quite sick. But like I said, I'm feeling better now. I can still very clearly tell that I had you know, lung illness, some sort of respiratory something. My lung capacity is shit. I still feel pressure inside of my face. It's just, yeah. But I'm starting to feel more like myself again. So we're getting there. And like I said this before, and it's really gross, so I'm not gonna say it too many more times. But like, the worst part of bronchitis for me personally was, there was a day where I had gone to bed, my eyes were hurting, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go sleep this off. I'm gonna try to get through it. And I woke up at like 4 a.m. and my eyes were like glued shut from all of the mucus that had been, you know, in my eyes. And then I go to the bathroom. I like have to peel my eyes open while I'm still laying in bed. And then I go into the bathroom in order to like flush my eyes, to wash out all the mucus that had dried up, that was now like gluing my eyes closed. And, you know, I'm in there trying to clean my eyes, and my eyes hurt so bad. And I kind of peel back my lower eyelid, like I pull it down a little bit. And there was like little strings of mucus coming out of the bottom of my eyelid. And every time I blinked, more and more mucus would appear. It sucked so bad, and it hurt, right? It was so painful. Like, this is some imagery, but it kind of looked like little booger worms were like crawling out of the bottom of my eyes. Like, it was so bad. It felt, because these were like globs of mucus. They were not small. And it felt like little booger maggots were crawling around in like the bottom of my eye. Bro, it hurt so bad. But I'm better now, mostly. Well, yeah. What did you just walk into? I just got over a bronchitis, and it was like the worst sick I've ever been. It was so bad. My birthday was last month, almost exactly a month ago, and it sucked because like my birthday happened, and then boom, I got sick for my birthday. And like all the birthday streams got canceled, all of my birthday plans got canceled, everything. And instead, I've spent the last 3 weeks almost bedridden getting over bronchitis. Your birthday was June 2nd? My birthday was June 6th! Happy belated birthday, my man! What did I come here for? Spruce planks. Yeah, it was just... Nope. The storage room's not ready yet. It was just unquestionably the worst thing The worst sickness I've ever experienced. I'm like, it's not even close. Liar. Oh, hey, let me repair my elytra with my cactus thing. Yeah, thank you. I like I said, I am feeling better. 2 weeks ago, I don't think I would have been able to. Okay, cool. Instantly repaired. 2 weeks ago, I don't think I would have been able to stream for. We're now at like 30 minutes. I don't think I would have been able to stream for even 30 minutes 2 weeks ago. It was so bad. I need to move those pumpkins at some point. Yeah. But I'm starting to get, like, my breath back. I can breathe again. My lung capacity is going back up. The pressure and the mucus that's just sitting inside my face, while still there, is going down. And, you know, I can pretty clearly tell I'm on the up and up. But, like, damn, dude. It sucked. You had something like that, but not that bad? Yeah. It was, and the doctors, Candy went to urgent care. I did not. I don't have insurance, please, Chiron. And this is America. When you get sick, you don't get better. You just die. That's what you do here. So Candy went to the doctor. I did not. Candy was officially diagnosed with bronchitis. I was not. However, I had all the exact same symptoms Candy did, and, you know, she and I live together, so, like, that's what I'm going on. And so she got, like, steroids and stuff like that. There's a lot of mobs out there. But even then, all that Candy was really prescribed, it was steroids in order to make sure her throat didn't swell up too much, and everything else was just mitigating symptoms. And it's just take a bunch of Dayquil, take a bunch of Mucinex, take a bunch of Claritin, take a bunch of Flonase. Which are all treating symptoms and not treating, like, actually making bronchitis go away. FYI, bronchitis is not a disease, it's a description of symptoms. Interesting. I didn't know that. All I'm doing is regurgitating what the doctor said, right? She's just like, oh yeah, I think you have bronchitis. This is what, again, she told Candy, not me. I think you have bronchitis onset by extreme allergies. It's like, okay. And she's like, well, there's nothing we can really do to treat it. Take Claritin, take Dayquil, take Mucinex, take Flonase. And then she did get a steroid thing, but that was just to make sure her throat didn't swell up too much. And then, like, 5 days after Candy had it, I got it. Whatever it was. We took multiple COVID tests, at-home ones, the ones where you shove the thingy into your freaking brain through your nose. Took that one too. Wasn't COVID. Every single test came back negative. So it wasn't COVID. Bronchitis is definitely when the bronchial nerves in your lungs get inflamed. I'm not a doctor. I don't know anything. I'm just regurgitating what the doctor told Candy, and thus, and then again, Candy had this, and then 5 days later, I had exactly the same thing Candy had. So presumably, I had. Candy was diagnosed with bronchitis, or whatever. My language might not be perfect there. I'm not a doctor. And then 5 days later, I had the same thing. But because your boy doesn't have health insurance, I didn't go see the doctor. We just rode that some bitch out. Shit. See what I mean? It's not great. This sucks. I need... Oh, it might be nice that I made all of those regular stone. Lung infections are big bad. Yeah, I mean, especially when there's like a pandemic going around, right? We're very scared now of getting COVID on top of this. It just doesn't... It feels real spooky because like my lung capacity is already hurting. I already have like fluid in my lungs, like, and I can feel it, right? I have a cough that won't go away. It's just, do I really want to get freaking COVID on top of this? I've had COVID 2 times now. And I'm double vaxxed, but I'm not boosted yet. I need to go get my booster. I just, every time I've had COVID, it's been mild. But like, bro, I'm so scared of getting COVID now, like legitimately. This is going to be the villager trading hall for the record. Do we really need this many freaking villagers? Holy crap. What do I do in this like little tour section right here? Did I line that up correctly? Yeah, I did. I'm a professional. Each one of these jack-o'-lanterns is a villager. That's what I'm budgeting for. I don't actually need this many. Yeah. So yeah, I'm quite nervous of getting COVID now. I'm still not 100%, and it's going to take a long time to be 100%. Candy and I were like Googling it the other day, and all the results are like, oh yeah, no, you'll have a long cough. You'll just feel like shit for 6 months. And it's like, dope. I'm excited. Do I have more jack-o'-lanterns? Inflamed bronchial tubes, constricting breathing effectiveness, and in competition with the increased mucus production is the list of symptoms called bronchitis. This does not diagnose the root cause that is induced. It is a list of symptoms that is prescribed best practice for treating. An acute that includes steroidal inhalers to help. Yep, well, that's what that's what we got. We didn't get a steroid inhaler though. It was just a pill. But yeah. If anything, having had COVID may reduce your body's ability to heal from this. Maybe. That tracks. Might have made it worse than it otherwise would have been. Yeah. Well, thank you. It just sucks. And you know, we wanted to go see our friends. We wanted birthday gatherings. We wanted, you know, this was like the get better summer, right? And, I think we're gonna end up spending this entire summer very scared of getting COVID again. Yeah. Villager trading hall, kind of. Yeah. I also need to put we need a cleansing station, so that's some things to think about, right? We need to put the. No, I guess I should have kept flying. Here's a villager breeder, right? Got a nice little on-off switch, blah blah blah, right? And then it makes babies. I don't know if there's any babies in here. Nope, no babies. That's kind of okay though. So it makes babies and is real good at making babies. I need to put this in such a way. I need to move it so that way the output, which is basically here, can create, can take all the babies that it generates, run them through a zombie purification thing, actually, which we kind of still have. That's what this zombie is for. It's for my zombie purification. Yeah, he's like head nodding at me. He knows. He's like, yeah, I'm ready to kill some frickin' villagers, man. Let me at him. Let me at him. So that guy is gonna kill hella villagers. And then the output of the villager breeder into the zombie conversion center, that needs to be each one of these slots, right? And I need a way to keep them all safe while also allowing me to quickly, because yeah, like look at this. Dead. All 3 of them. 3 more dead, right? I need a way of keeping them safe in case your boy's an idiot and accidentally brings a raid back to the base. Currently, the system that we have is this, which is a top slab with a rail on it. The problem with this, and this is nice because I can quickly and easily trade with each one of these villagers, right? And that's like creme de la creme. That's what you want to see. You want to be able to trade with your villagers just the moment. The easiest. You don't want to have to fight with like aiming through a single pixel thing, right? So, the idea for this was the bottom slab still allowed the experience to come out, or excuse me, the top slab still allowed the experience to come out through the bottom. However, the rail would stop baby zombies from being able to jump up here, because AI, like a hostile AI, maybe it's all AI, doesn't walk over rails. So by having the rails here, it also stopped them from jumping up and thus getting in here and eating them, right? The problem is whenever you get a pillager raid, they have arrows, and so they would just stand right here and shoot them, right? And the Vex would fly into this area and then murder them. So, like, it doesn't work. So how can I block or otherwise keep these guys safe? How can I keep them safe while still also allowing the player to quickly trade with them? I wonder if it's like, what if I put like a glass block inside their head? Or like just blocked their sight lines? You know what I mean? Like what if I had a piston extend downwards and pushed a glass block into their freaking face? A tunnel tube? Expand. What do you mean? Have a piston close their cell when you're not standing there to trade? Maybe. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 8 blocks tall? I can start to mess with that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Have a piston close your cell when you're not there to trade. You know, I've thought about that. I could maybe do a thing where Is there a way to detect that the player is in the area? No, that doesn't work. Maybe... I'm thinking. No, I wasn't counting. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, so that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is the slower way of doing this. Okay, so what I was thinking is you can use systems to detect if the player is in the area or not, but the problem is, let's say that I spawn a raid and, you know, I've got hella pillagers coming for me. If I am fighting off that raid, well then I'm in the area and therefore the villager trading system would be open, and I don't want that, right? If I pressure plated something or tripwired something, I could make like a T flip-flop or something like that, and then like be able to track where the player enters and leaves. But the problem with all of those systems is like a pillager could trigger them, right? If it's a just like a pressure plate or like a tripwire or something like that, pillagers can figure those out. And then then I was thinking, like, okay, what if I manually have a lever? Right. What if me, the player, actively flipped, like... Maybe that's what this, like, tour is like, it could be like a control point. And then that lever that I flip could, like you said, close their cell somehow. This is gonna look really goofy for a minute. Just big ass walls of stone. I'm gonna make sure I counted this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot more depth in this one, and it makes it feel not so tall. But yeah, this one's just gonna feel weird for a minute. That's 2 blocks. Your boy can count. So, like, do I really want to have to manually flick a lever? Then there's an argument that says, what if I spawn the raid and I forget to flick the lever? What if I spawn the raid and I'm not fast enough at flicking the lever? Moreover, what if, like, a baby zombie just enters my base, right? And then he would be able to jump up. So I have to make it, like, normal protected, which is kind of what we have now with the top slab with the rail on it. That's normal protected. That protects against baby zombies and the like. But then I also have to make it raid protected, which is to protect it from arrows and vexes. And that's where I'm, like, kind of struggling. Hey, look who's streaming today. Hope you're doing well, Nims. Hey, thank you, Eltran. I'm getting better. I was ridiculously sick, and even now I can actually feel that, like, I'm overworking my throat. I am getting better, though. Oh god, there was way more regular stone in there than I expected. I'm getting better, for sure. Bronchitis, it was maybe the worst sick I've ever been. It was the most miserable thing ever. But, you know, I've been basically bedridden for 3 weeks, just unable to breathe, super infectious, just god-awful. But, you know, I'm starting to feel better. Just real miserable, though. I don't know. It really sucked, not just because of, like, feeling sick, but it was the timing of feeling sick. It was like, my birthday happened, and here you go. You got the worst sick you've ever been for your birthday. Enjoy. Is the best, make it so no raids can spawn here, having the village elsewhere? Thinking. Nah, I really don't want to have to ship villagers in. Like, let's say that I made the villager breeder way off in the boonies, right? Just way out in the middle of nowhere somewhere. I would then have to transport every one of these jack-o'-lanterns is supposed to be a villager, and you know, on this side as well. I would have to transport that many villagers from like boonies to here. No, I don't want to do that. I just coughed, and like I just heard Candy cough on the other side of the house. You haven't tried making a breeder in the Nether in recent versions? Is that an option? Thinking. A breeder in the Nether. I think that would still be running into the same annoyance that I just described, where you've got to transport your villagers from like boonies into all of these. I think it would still be... I literally heard that just as you did, coughing in unison. What up? It's us. I think that would still be annoying. The boonies transport. Bro, and it hasn't rained at all this week. I'm kind of annoyed. Minecraft, would you rain, please? Is there a thing I can do to summon rain in this game? I actually like what I did on the other side better. It leaves this like 3 open, which then gives me the ability to, say, expand this path in the future, do something. So anyway, yeah, I don't think that the Nether is going to be a particularly, enticing solution, because I don't want to have to transport them that far. I just want it to just like work and be mostly, you know, self-contained. So now each spot where there's a jack-o'-lantern, I need to make a hole or something. I need to figure out how to keep them safe as they just live here, right? Hey Nims, nice to see you again. Just caught the end then, so hope you are on the mend now. I'm definitely on the mend. Definitely on the mend. It's just, you know, crazy, ridiculously sick for like 3 weeks. And I still feel it, man. I still feel it. And you can kind of see there what I'm talking about. Like, look at how easy it was to trade this guy, right? I just got to grab the thing that I wanted, log up to him, and then the experience got pooped out in BD. But, like, if I had to aim, like, at a top pixel, that's not particularly great. We might be at a point where it's like a creative world thing, honestly. What do I do with those? I mean, still, Audubon, you would have to load your nether in order to activate the villager breeder on the reverse side, right? And I really want it to just be here, self-contained, ready to go. I'm so annoyed that it hasn't rained yet. How do we make this good? Could it be far enough away but still active chunks if it was... I mean, I think you're missing the point. I just want it here. I'm not moving it. So we just gotta release that. I'm not moving it. Putting it somewhere else is not in my design philosophy for this. So it's how do I put it here and have it all be safe. That is my design philosophy right now. And, like, there's got to be a solution to this, right? It's got to be, like, we could put our guys in here and then, you know. Oh, man, I might even be able to get them tighter. I didn't think about this, but I could put them... Is that a redstone torch right there? Okay. Interestingly, I don't think that we have individual segments like we currently do. Where's my... I wrote this down. We want 3 to 5 Fletchers. I think that we create segments of villagers, just like we're talking about creating segments here of chests. Like, I'll remove this vertical column of chests and put in stone brick here. And that'll create a separation from the stone blocks to the nether blocks. And then, like, on this side, you have the deep blocks, and then we'll have a column. And then you'll have maybe end blocks, a column, building blocks, spruce, jack-o'-lanterns, stone brick, what have you, another column, and then maybe, like, overworld blocks, just the dirt types, sand and sandstone. And, like, that order is not set in stone, for the record. So, like, in the same way that we'll have little separations, I kind of forgot that I could do this, but we could have, yeah, it is indeed, a redstone torch. So we could have segments here. Of villagers. Okay, let me write this out, actually. Hang on, I got a text. Candy is running to get caffeine for us both, because caffeine is it makes us feel good. And there's a deer in our neighborhood who, sadly, he only has 3 legs, and it's very clear that the leg that he lost was due to some type of trauma. However, we have watched him still, and he lost his leg when he was still a fawn, still a baby deer. But because they just live basically in our backyard, we've been able to watch this deer grow up, and he's doing well. The other deer kind of take care of him. They keep an eye on him. He's getting fat now. That's good to see. And I just got a text from Candy. Like I said, she was on her way to go get caffeine, and the text that she sent me, I'll just read it to you. I don't care. She goes, also, she was like, I'm going to the store to get caffeine. Also, 3 Legs is just chilling in the ditch. He's so dang cute. And like, that's all the text was. But it's like, it's nice that I'm happy to see that he's doing well. That they also had some, I don't know, it's like 10, 15 deer in our neighborhood. They had babies recently, so we've got some fawns running around too. Yeah, all the baby deers, super duper cute. Okay, I wanted 3 Fletchers. That was a thing that we had decided on. So like, or 5 Fletchers, right? For hella weakness arrows. So let's say that we want 5 Fletchers, right? Let's kind of figure this out. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perhaps a button you could hit that activates a timer that a minute later closes the gate. Ooh. That could be good. A button. Okay, I don't think that's I don't think you put it on a 1-minute timer, because what if you're trading for like, you know, the entirety of the workday? I think that's like 7 minutes for a villager. However, I can expand on your idea and say, what if it closes automatically every night and it never opens again until the button is pushed? That way its default state is closed, protected. And then and then the player comes in, they would say push a button, boom, it's now open. I could do my trading, I'm happy, trading. And then as soon as peak midnight happens, I don't know, well, we would have to account for the player sleeping. But still, we could do that. Yeah, exactly. That's really your point, is it defaults to safety and you can release the safety as needed. Exactly. Yes, that's the takeaway. That might be the solution. I don't hate that. Hey, how's it going, JBS? Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I have any more stone brick slabs. phone call. Who's calling me? Hang on. Nobody said anything. Sometimes whenever I get calls from unknown numbers, I just answer the call, but I don't say anything. If it's a person, the person will see that the call has connected and will be like, hello, right? Whereas if it's a bot or something, it just nothing happens. So then I just don't have to do anything, right? And then usually, my goal, my hope, is that the bot thinks that I'm a disconnected number because it never got any sort of feedback, and then it blacklists my number. But I don't know. Hey, good to be back. How's it going? Hey, Yuffie, I'm alive. That's where I'm at. I've talked about this like 3 or 4 times already. I'm gonna try to speed through it now. I got super mega sick. It was bronchitis. It was really bad. We had fevers, mucus coming out of basically every orifice. Took 3 weeks to recover, and even now today, I still feel like dog shit, just absolute garbage. And yeah, that was maybe the most sick I've ever been, maybe the worst feeling I've ever had. And then it feels even worse from it like an emotional human perspective, because how I say this, because it was on my birthday, and like, I don't know, not trying to air too much, but like, I don't know, I was really looking forward to this birthday, to have a really great new friend, wanted to spend it with, and like all the normal friends, we hadn't seen each other in a while, so I wanted to get together and do like a big thing with them. And then like, I wanted to have the birthday streams, which I was really looking forward to, just really getting like absolutely schwasty on stream and playing Vampire Survivor or something like that, right? But instead I had freaking, you know, little booger things, globules of boogers coming out of my eyes, man. Like, it was so miserable. I was so sick. And yeah, so getting better, but not happy. Like, quite big sad. So, are there any mechanics that allow for allays or axolotls to be worked into this? What do you need Okay, allays are more for item filtering. That's my understanding. What do I need allays to move items for? You know what I mean? And like, what even do axolotls do? Yuffie, okay, I'm sorry. Uskal, mute for like 1 minute, because Uskal has like a photographic imagination, and I don't want to say a bunch of words that she is going to then picture. The mucus globules that were coming out of my eyes were like stringy little booger worms like every time, like I woke up in the middle of the night at like 4 a.m. with my eyes practically glued shut because of so much dried, caked mucus, right? I had to like flex and peel open my own eyes. I then go to the bathroom to like over the sink wash with cool water to wash out my eyes so that way I could open and see out of them again, right? And like my eyes hurt so bad they were completely bloodshot, and like I'm sitting there, I'm rubbing and it's not getting better and it hurts and I feel like I've got something in my eye. And so I pull down my bottom eyelid and there's mucus in the bottom of my eyelid, and like every time I would blink, more and more mucus would just come out from behind my eye, and it looked, if you could imagine, like stringy little mucus worms coming out of my eye, and like some of the bigger globules were like little booger maggots crawling out of the back of my eye. It was fucking miserable. Like, it was the worst feeling I think I've ever had. I don't even care, dude. I was so frustrated. I was like trying to cry. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like it was just so feels bad. Like everything, it was just so miserable. And it took like 3 weeks. That thankfully that experience only lasted for like a night, right? And I have pictures, by the way. I could verify this. Yeah, it was it was real gross. Oh god, I found the picture. I found the picture very quickly, and it is just like a big old globule of mucus coming out of the bottom of my eye. But that was unquestionably the worst sick I've ever been, and I'm still not 100% even now. I know that this is going to be a shorter stream. I don't. I can feel that like my lung capacity is still not back up to 100%. I can feel how sick I was, even though I'm no longer sick. You know what I mean? How much you going to stream for? I don't know. Until I feel too sick to continue. This is the system that we currently have, right? Oh, hey, then we should do another thing. Where'd I put all those stone bricks? I feel you. But in other slightly happier news, you get your quarterly bonus this week? Hell yeah, brother. That's excellent. Where are you gonna spend it on? Do you got big plans? You gonna go on a vacation? You gonna get yourself a nice computer upgrade? Hoping it'll be a big chonker. Oh yeah. Oh, I missed that dome. It's okay. I gotta go somewhere else anyway. I might already have trapdoors actually. Do you have to do like sales in your job? It might be here. Spend it on paying your debts on the stupid AC unit that almost burned down your house. That sucks. Okay, so here's the idea. Okay, hang on. That idea is not fully realized yet. How do get there? Oh, okay. I know what to do. I know what to do. I have one good idea every now and then. Oh, I am very redstone light. Big yikes. Big yikes. Justifier, how's it going? Hello. So something like this, right? And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perfectly separate slots for villagers to live, eat, breathe, chill. And also maybe like a way of preventing, and you know, I'm still thinking like I could have a piston that extends downwards, right? Or we could even right? We could just do something like this. And then have it so like so that we have a thing here, right? And then if imagine, right? I had some redstone that triggers. Oh, well, these replace like dum-dums. Right? Imagine that I have some redstone that triggers, right? And then we no longer, and then it could untrigger. And this could keep them safe, right? We done being nasty for now? Yes. TLDR, I was very sick. It was very miserable. I was big sad about it. I wonder if I could do this on the inside of the system. Like, villagers are exactly 2 blocks tall. This would be very hard. Well, here's what I was thinking. Didn't mean to fall, but it's okay. Like, what if it closed from the inside? That would be way nicer, right? But the problem is when it's in the open position, villagers are exactly 2 blocks tall, which will make this a little bit harder to get a villager into place. Each villager will be a fight if I used this system. Are you trying to make a raid protection system? I sure am. If you have ideas, I am very open to it. This system right here, with just a top slab with a rail on it, protects the villagers from things like baby zombies from jumping up in there. But raids with vexes and pillagers that have crossbows and arrows, crossbows and bolts technically, but in Minecraft it's arrows, whatever. A pillager would be able to kill my villagers here. Can you just drop them in from above when it's open? Conceptually, maybe? Justifier. Question. Answer. When the gateway is open, the villager is closed for business. Don't bells give off a signal when a raid starts? Is that a thing? No way that's a thing. Excuse me, if we could load, that'd be great, please. I know how to make a super annoying protection system, but TBH, I think the trapdoor like that will be just fine. Yeah, loading each villager will be annoying, but very doable. Hiccup. Also, Yuffie, help me out here, my man. I can't get snow in my world anymore. I don't know where the how the why the effect give Nims bad omen. Okay. Oh, I guess I should have. I guess the raid is already starting. See, he rang the bell. They're so speedy. See, no output here. How are they so speedy? Yeah, nothing? I'm not detecting a thing. Why? How is he so fast? Lamau, they just hurt themselves on the firework, you idiots. Oh hey, this is very 4th of July-y. And then I'm just gonna bad omen myself again. Nah, no output. Okay, well, that's all I cared to see. Hero of the village can kill villagers if you're not careful. Yeah, I would have never thought of that. Hey, girlfriend. Did the return go well? Okay, good. For my birthday, Candy got me a new graphics card. If you look right here, it says NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Ti. Your boy has a real graphics card now. And not one that's like 7 years old and barely able to play games. Thank you. She also brought caffeine. Oh, I love you so much. Yeah, so we have a 3070 Ti, but an if you look at Ryzen 7 3700X, which is, if you look at Minecraft, we're only getting 40 FPS. Did your lag issues go away with the upgrade? Nope. Which means that it's a processor bottleneck for sure. And you can see it clearly right here. Top left corner, 30 FPS right there on the mouse. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of numbers you totally understand. Oh, okay. Wow. It's good numbers. It's good numbers. That's like the third best graphics card that NVIDIA makes. Something like that. Sounds like a Minecraft problem. I don't know, maybe. Did you see your above suggestions about the villager storage system? Okay, wait, hang on. It's alright, Justifier. No, just resend it. I wonder if there's some like tricks I could do to make this space feel better. Like, what if instead of the trapdoor sitting here, right? Which I would argue feels kind of odd, right? What if we made the trapdoor sit right there? And then a piston. Okay, no, yeah, I appreciate the copy paste. Just, yeah, if I ever miss a message, just resend it. Don't try to get me to scroll up. I just lose chat if I do that. Sticky piston, regular piston. Am I really about to make some sticky pistons? I have like 5 stacks of observers, but no sticky pistons? Okay. Okay, if you're doing an automatic villager filling system with the trapdoor is closed, I believe if you have an activator rail, it'll shunt a villager onto the trapdoor, which can then be opened to drop them down. Oh. Once the trapdoor closes again, they'll just have the trapdoor in their forehead. It won't ruin anything. Okay. Yeah, maybe. In regards to snow, you think they pushed up the Y layers where snow spawns. I mean, I am kind of... This is a project that needs to be done, but this is a lower priority project than the... I want the snow layers... Excuse me, the powdered snow to make my Froglight farm. However, I don't know where the new snow starts at, and so I'm just doing a lower priority project while I wait for weather to happen. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So we'll probably, if I don't know if you can see that back there, but that's where all my cauldrons are to catch snow to make powdered snow. But anyway, so what if I did this, right? And then, oh, I actually do need redstone. Okay. So I could do this, like, it could be cool if like, this would still feel open, and I could hide this, right? I could cover this in trapdoors, I could put some, like, stairs around it, I could aesthetically hide this, and then create kind of like an arch inside this space. Anyway, imagine that there's a bunch of redstone, and here, we can maybe do this a couple of times. Damn. Okay, so imagine, I guess I could just finish it. The system state by default is closed. Okay, so yikes. Okay, imagine that the system state by default is closed. So what's that look like? Well, I could extend this piston and then somehow get redstone to trigger this trapdoor to close it, right? And so then this is the system in protect mode, right? So, like, conceptually it could be... This would look hideous, right? However, and here, let's see if we can... I can set up a better test now, actually. I just need a lever and some redstone dust. Would power rails power the trapdoors? No, sadly. Powered rails don't carry redstone. How much health do you got, little guy? Okay, so just imagine the system state by default is closed, is powered, right? This keeps all of my villagers super mega safe. Nothing can happen to me. Or, well, nothing can happen to the villagers. And then I want to trade with my villagers. I want to engage with them. I want to do stuff with them. And then I can push a button, and that starts... The button would immediately open everything. Boom. Everything's open. My villagers are now easily and accessible to be traded with. And it could start, like you suggested earlier, a timer, Audubon, and say 20 minutes later, maybe when we hit nighttime, something, right? after a certain amount of time at a predetermined period, this would automatically reclose itself. Oh, hey, Candy! With a tier 2 sub. Thank you. Oh, she's so freaking wonderful. I want to make out with you, girlfriend, but we're both sick. Blet. Apparently now the snow height line is randomized across biomes ranging anywhere from 153 to 168, but 168 is the minimum for all locations that can get snowfall, aka like 170 should work. Okay, I hate that, but okay. Well, then that if I trust your info, and I'm actually pivoting here based on your info. We're gonna do something with that. I need one trapdoor taking up my space. Yeah, we're pivoting. Shared germs anyway. That's how I got sick in the first place. Yeah. I originally built a bunch of cauldrons in Spawn because I thought that the weather and cauldrons... Weather continues to work in Spawn, but I thought that cauldrons would work in Spawn, even if the player wasn't nearby. But, clearly they don't be. So I have to destroy all of these, gather them all up. What is this? 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hey Alexa, what's 16 times 16?
16 times 16 is 256.
256. Okay. What is that? 4 stacks of cauldrons here? What height are these at? These are at 200. But it's in spawn chunks. I'm never here. the cauldrons that I have were at like Y105. So these would conceptually work, but they're nowhere near, so the player doesn't have them active, and the other cauldrons that I have aren't high enough, so you don't think forests will snow? Well, it did snow here once, right? You can see there's no way for me to do that. I'm really struggling with this one. I'm gonna cheat. We're turning on hitboxes so we can gather them all up. Just heard Candy cough from the other side of the house again. Quit that. No dying allowed. Oh my god, no, it's raining. Do we see any more? I think I did it. Because we have 3 stacks of 64. That feels like a nice round number. That got... Honestly, do you think mango-based life forms exist? What are you suggesting? That somewhere in the infinite universe that a fruit evolved very similar to a mango, and then that fruit evolved sentience? Because, like, mangoes are just a life form, right? That's just a mango. That's alive. Like, trees are alive, right? They're not sentient, but they are alive. They grow, they... blah, 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 right? So if the baseline is should we eat them, like, yes, you should eat fruit. You should eat your vegetables and your legumes. Absolutely you should. Oh, but if you're asking should you eat something that's sentient? Well, that's a bit harder of a question. Why does it snow here, but not here? Like, why is this block receiving snow? But, like, literally, this one is receiving rain, 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 snow, snow. Why is it just this little patch? Just straight up mango fruit with arms, with legs, arms, potential face, then no, absolutely we shouldn't. Like, there's legitimate, I think, right, legitimate arguments that say that we shouldn't eat anything that has, like, a sense of self. Like, I don't know. Eating fish morally does not do anything for me. I don't think fish have a sense of self. But cows do. Pigs definitely do. I don't know. Chickens are kind of 50-50 for me. Chickens are real dumb. But like, still, while I'm not a vegetarian. I get it, and I think about it a lot. And to that end, like, there is a point where, like, it's just too much sentience, right? For sure, there is that line for everyone. And if you got somebody walking around talking, that's too much. Nope. See, why are some of these snow and some of them ice or water? Were those hoppers you were breaking? No, cauldrons. So how much further up do I need to go in order to make this not butt cheeks? Let's go get some, what are those called? Scaffoldings? Yeah. You love your beef and pork too much, sorry. I mean, no, I mean, also, I love barbecue, man. I'm from Kansas City, right? Like, we got, regardless of your opinion of Kansas City barbecue versus, like, Memphis barbecue versus Central Texas barbecue, whatever, like, Kansas City barbecue is at least a contender for best barbecue in the world, right? We have our own specific style and flavor palette of barbecue. And that's just beef and chicken. And pork, shit. So, like, you know, and I love barbecue, so let's go with the bone. Oh, I can't place a scaffolding on top of a cauldron. I'm a vegetarian, was raised that way. Would prefer not to have been. That's an interesting perspective. You are a vegetarian. You were raised to be a vegetarian, and you wish that you weren't raised that way. Interesting. Well, still, livestock prices are about to go through the roof. Food is, like, basically doubled recently, but specifically all like, meat product is about to double again. TLDR, for those interested. Ukraine and Russia are some of the largest grain and, wheat exporters in the world. And Ukraine can't bring their product to market because war with Russia. And Russia won't bring their product to market as retaliation against the sanctions for their war with Ukraine. Moreover, fertilizer, the giant cold snap that the States had this last winter, caused, what is it, urine? I can't remember, it's some U word. It's a main component in fertilizer. wiped out a huge amount of the state's fertilizer. Additionally, another huge exporter of fertilizer is Russia, who will not be exporting their fertilizer because of in retaliation for the sanctions against them for their war in Ukraine. Hello, excuse me. This is going to cause a bunch of the northern African countries to have to pay exorbitant amounts of money. So Ukraine and Russia primarily sell to northern Africa all of their agricultural product because northern Africa has like no farmable land, what they call arable land, which is going to cause all of like northern Africa, we're talking like Egypt as an example, to have to pay exorbitant amounts of money in order to get that product, which is going to cause all that grain product to skyrocket in price, and cow, pig, and chicken is going to go up even more than that because of the amount of grain that it takes to produce. How would you say this? So food's going to go up again, but meat's going to go up more, even more than that. TLDR. Because it takes way more, like a loaf of bread is just like, boom, that's just calories. But the same amount of grain that goes into making a loaf of bread does not make you one steak, right? It takes way more product to make, to get roughly the same amount of calories out of a meat. I forget the word. Out of livestock. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. So livestock's about to go up a lot. So anyway, snow, Minecraft, escapism. We need to reconstitute the desert in North Africa. There's some projects happening right now, but it's bad out there. Oh yeah, they got mass famine on the way. It was kind of spooky because like the UN what is it? The UN food person, the guy that it's the UN, the United Nations food crisis something. Before the war in Ukraine happened, said, hey, mass famine is on the way, where climate change is causing all these food shortages in this region. And then like legitimately like 5 days later, the war in Ukraine started. And it's just like, oh, so it's just gonna get worse now, huh? The world is on fire. Anyway, escapism. World, not UN. He oversees the global councils. If we're thinking about the same guy, it might have been. I honestly can't remember. Please don't expect me to be like have a perfect memory and a infinite encyclopedia-esque depth of knowledge on every single subject. Allow me some room for error and some tolerance to misremember. But yeah, some dude, I don't remember who, came out and said, "Hey, mass famine is is on its way. This region is highly unstable. We need to come up with some plans to get them food. We need to come up with some..." No, he actually said, "We have the plans. We just don't have the money to do it. So can we have some money, please? Or else there will be mass famine and thus civil unrest in these regions." And then 5 days later, or whatever, 9 days later, the war in Ukraine started. I need to move this up. Anyway. And don't take my tone here for amusement, for the record. This is horrific, right? People will die. It's just like, what do you do anymore? Where am I supposed to build this? I just gotta start going up. The problem is I want it to be as close as possible to my area, so that way it's as loaded as possible. Okay, this is Windswept Hills. Haven't been playing Minecraft for a while. The sound player taking damage. Still always cycling my applications. Is this at snow yet? Will this ever turn into snow at like 160? Oh. No. Okay. Am I getting snowed on? Yes, can confirm. Still being snowed on. Dope. Okay. Now... okay. Let's go to 140. Ah! Okay. This is where we're going to build at. Scaffolding is such a good block. What up, ZGS? How's it going? I have 3 stacks. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll just make like a little 10 by 10 for now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool, I can count. I mean, but it's snowing here, right? I don't need to go any further up. If your base could have snow on top of it at Y70, why not build it there? I'm at 233 and it's still raining. I don't think it's gonna snow at my base. Ooh. What up, Rassle? You want to wrestle? Ah! Bro, and the cool thing about freaking scaffolding is, like, if I missed some scaffolding there, like, I see there's some... Excuse me, please fly. Oh no, it stopped. if I miss some scaffolding, it's not the end of the world. Scaffolding is also such a cheap block, but it's also such a good, effective block, you know? I'm not heartbroken if scaffolding doesn't... Did you play Overwatch, right? Should you get Overwatch 2? I'm bored AF, and have gotten so desperate to consider shooting games again. I have not played Overwatch 2. However, I play Valorant all the time. Like I played last night. Like, yeah. Valorant's good fun. You've spent way too much on Valorant. You played the longest session of Val last night. Valorant's good fun. Okay, what do the people that play Valorant, what agents do you main? Personally, I wish I was good enough to be good at, like... I wish I was good enough to be able to play Reyna or Fade or someone like that, right? Or Neon. One of those, like, Initiator-esque characters. However, I'm not that good. So I have to play characters that, like, help the other much better players on my team. Because I'm kind of dog. And so I end up playing, typically, I'm on a Viper kick right now. But I'm also... Oh, there's just a fawn in the front yard right outside my window. Hey, Candy, I don't know if you're listening to the stream right now, but there's a fawn just right out front the house. Give me the rundown. Okay, let's start out by asking, have you played CSGO? Oh, Candy's running there. Yep. It says a little... There's three?
There's three!
Are they all babies?
Oh yeah, Car's coming by though, but they're all babies. See?
Oh,
One,
good
two,
job,
and
Car.
three. Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so small.
There's three!
Thank you, Car, for going slow.
There was one that went down that way, but yeah, there's three.
There was one in the street, and there were a couple others in the front yard, it looks like. And, a car came up the hill, and it spooked. It spooked them. Hang on, I'm gonna go look. Are they in the backyard now?
No, he's down over here. And
He's-
I see a mama down over there.
He's down over there
See?
in our side yard. Oh, there's that one. But the other two ran the other way.
I know. The mom, there's a mama.
I see the cottontail flicking down there. Yeah.
Oh, there's an adult right there too.
There's another adult. We have like 10, 15 deer that live. Oh, there's the two babies that went this way around the house. They're in our neighbor's backyard.
I bet those are
They're about to
twins.
jump the fence into our backyard. What's up?
Just chatting about how we had twins born in our backyard.
Does chat know about how we had twins born in our backyard? Oh, that's true. We kind of got to watch baby deer get born in our backyard. Maybe a month ago.
Something like that.
Yeah. I saw them right after they were born. Like, right after. The mother was still, like, licking and cleaning the amniotic fluid off the babies whenever I caught them. So I didn't watch them actually get born, but, like, I saw it. It had to have been 5 minutes
We
after
watched
they
their first
born.
steps.
We watched their first steps. Yeah. And I wonder if these are those twins. These look too young. The twins should be older by now, shouldn't they? Then again, it was only like a month and a half ago. And they're clearly still speckled fawns. So I don't know. I should get you know how some people have a cat cam or a dog cam? We should get like a backyard deer cam.
Just like a trail.
Huh? Well, kind of. I need to be able to import it into the stream is what I'm saying. So we need to have a way, so we should get a salt lick to bait the deer into our backyard and then set up a camera pointing at the salt lick. It would be very cute. It was very cute, Ian Jones. Isn't Valorant just CSGO with powers like Overwatch? Yeah, Valorant is basically just CSGO with... And it's not even powers, right? Because you still have people, you still have to smoke things, you still have flashbangs, stuff like that. It's just the smokes are presented as if they were, you know, magic powers. You still have Molotovs, but instead of it being a Molotov, it's you know, a pool of fire that this fire guy can magically create, or a swarm of nanobots that hurts you if you step inside the swarm. They're just Molotovs. However, the big difference is ultimates. You have ultimates in in Valorant, and they are Overwatch style ultimates. They are big, game changing. You use this ultimate in like, if you use your ultimate well, you do some wild, crazy shit. But like, the standard abilities are just the standard abilities, right? I dropped some smokes, let's use that to go in. I flashbang this guy, we'll use that to push forward. You know, I Molotov the corner, and you know, that did a thing. Just throw apples and carrots back there. They are, I mean, maybe. Nim's about to get a million views from trail cam, from a deer cam. That would be really cute, huh? So I'm gonna destroy all of this and then move it up, right? We'll do this part later. Let me go do the one at spawn first. But yeah, it was really cute. E. Jones, it got even cuter because, so there's just this mama deer cleaning like the amniotic fluid off of these two fawns that were clearly just born. We watched the fawns like stand up on their legs for the first time. They're so wobbly and they, you know, just gangly all over the place and could barely hold their own weight. And the mama's just laying there patiently with them, just cleaning them off, NBD. And none of again, there's like 10-15 deer in the area. I think we tried to count last time we saw the full herd, and I think we got to like 13. But there's clearly more babies happening, so I don't know. There's not really a predator. The predator in the area is cars. We see an odd coyote every now and then, but like, I don't know if a coyote can take down a full-grown deer. Anyway, so deer don't really die. So anyway, it was very cute because as this mama was cleaning and being patient with her two babies that she had just given birth to, we did not see the herd nearby, but at some point another deer came up, and I think he had small little antlers, and we think it was the dad coming in to check on the mama and the two babies. And it was just like, oh, this is very cute. They have a present father figure. How good for them. So it was really cute watching them like figure it out, take their first steps. The other deer coming over to check on them, and like how patient the mama was with them, and it was nice. And we get to see that, like, basically every spring. It's not quite that cut and dry, you know. It's a big neighborhood. But still. The majority of the time, it's just like what I just described today. Where like, oh, there's 2 fawns in our front yard. This was the first time that we had ever actually seen them, like, born. And again, I didn't even really see them get born. I noticed the mama deer in the backyard, cleaning off 2 very clearly just birthed fawns. I think that's it. Hey Nims, how's it going? Oh, just recovering after being deathly sick. You know. This hole here for a second looked like chunk corruption. What are you using the powdered snow for? A Froglight farm. Good questions. Froglight farms. I can show you real quick. Oh, here it is. This is the Froglight farm that I plan on building. So you can see here that we have where's my, okay, it's just not showing particles. Maybe it doesn't show particles through the, it doesn't show the particles through the tinted glass. That kind of, it confused me. Anyway, you can see here that we have a spawner, just like what you would find at a Bastion, and a magma cube spawner, just like you would find in a Bastion. You clear out the area, you get some magma cubes that spawn. The big and medium magma cubes freeze and die in the powdered snow, which you'll see in just a second. You can see the big ones dying, and now the mediums will also die. Because even though it doesn't look like it, you can see their hitbox is inside of the powdered snow. The big ones then, or the medium ones then turn into the small, and then the small ones drop through the chains down to the frogs below. The honey blocks prevent the magma cubes from jumping and moving crazy, and they also prevent the frogs from jumping and moving crazy. And then the frogs just go around eating all the baby magma cubes. And then we have a hopper minecart that goes underneath all of the honey blocks, gathers all of the frog lights, and then brings it to a center collection point in order to be filtered. Let's see, we can even take some of this and we can be like, that one's that one, that one's that one, that one's this one, and then this is that one, right? Yeah. Frog lights. Oh, you haven't seen, you don't know. In 1.19, there's a new mechanic, a new feature. So frogs got added in 1.19. Cool, we have frogs now. I'll get inside here so you can see them a bit better. We have frogs now. We have 3 different color variants of frogs, depending on which biome they grow up in. Basically a hot biome, a temperate biome, or a cool biome. So 3 different types of frogs. Frogs now have a mechanic that allows them to eat baby magma cubes, the tiny magma cubes. And then, whenever they do that, they poop out frog lights. So then we'll take a look at frog lights now. So frog lights are these really nice, they're light blocks. They same light levels as glowstone. It's a light level of 15. And there are 3 variants created by each one of the different biome frogs, right? I don't remember which one's which. Clearly the white frog just made the purple pearlescent frog light. Presumably the green frog will make the verdant, the green frog light, and that leaves the warm frog to make the ochre frog light. So you get these new light blocks, which are really nice. They're a more pastel color, because think about like how aggressive like sea lanterns look, right? Like sea lanterns, that is a very bold block. Same thing with jack-o'-lanterns are another block light. Jack-o'-lanterns are a very boldly colored block, even if we don't put the face out, right? And same thing with glowstone. And we'll put it over here. All of these are very aggressively colored lights. Except for these. The new frog lights are kind of these new, like, pastel, much more smooth color palette. And it's nice. And it also gives you some variation. You have this, like, a lilac, this, you know, pale purple. You've got this nice green. You've got this very warm yellow. This is nice. Yeah. And like you even have stuff like redstone lamps is another light block, right? But again, it's all so aggressive. It's so boldly colored. And these frog lights are just a very nice soft pastel palette. Nims, the ASMR for the light? Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Volume's max. I don't think it's too bad. Oh, wow. Look at how their underside is, too. So they're directional, right? I have these vertical, but like, look if I place these sideways. Look at that. I wonder how that would look against quartz. And like how pure white quartz is. It's not the right type of white. It's honest, it's too white. Is there any block that's whiter than quartz? I think bone blocks are quite an off-white. Yeah, they're more yellow than quartz is. Still, very nice. Much smoother colored block, right? That effectively has 2 sides to it, because, you know, being able to place it vertically versus horizontally is basically the same thing. But being able to place it directionally at you, that's kind of nice. White concrete. That's got a lot of gray in it. I still think quartz is whiter than that. Well, 1,000,000% quartz is whiter than the concrete. The concrete is smoother, though. I don't think that I don't think the frog lights sound too bad though. So yeah, anyway, in 1.19, frogs were added. Frogs have a mechanic of being able to eat baby slimes. When they eat baby slimes, they poop out their respective frog-light colors, and frog-lights are full blocks that emit a light level of 15. And I believe they even allow redstone pass-through. They sure do. Not all blocks do that, by the way. Like, if we use glowstone as an example, glowstone does not do this. Right? But frog lights do. So it is a redstone, it is a solid block. So yeah. So then we need to effectively make a farm that can filter baby slimes, baby magma cubes from medium and full magma cubes, and also grind medium and large magma cubes into small magma cubes. Wow, look at that frog. He just went to town. And that's what this farm here does. It is just a spawner, a number of blocks down, a layer of powdered snow, air gap, a layer of vertical chains, air gap, a layer of honey blocks. Super simple, super straightforward. Any other farms for 1.19? Tons. The Deep Dark was added, and along with the Deep Dark, you got Warden farms, you got Shulker farms, you got, yeah, tons. And like, because you now have skulk sensors, it also retroactively allows you to create farms now. Like, fishing farms are back on the menu, boys. Like, skulk sensors can detect noise, which you can then use to effectively create wireless redstone, right? And you can even create filters for what type of noise you're looking for. It's not super great. It's not like super robust, but you can at least isolate into categories of noise and thus do wild stuff. Yeah, we could size down the amount of snow that you need if you diagonaled it like this. Maybe I want to diagonal it the other way, actually, so that way it stays in the corner. But yeah, if you diagonal like this, then you should be able to keep the amount of snow blocks needed. I mean, this is going to have the amount of snow blocks that you need in order to make this farm. However, for simplicity's sake, like, Raid Bell Skulk Sensor lockdown a thing? Conceptually, it could be. You know? However, I don't have skulk sensors yet. They are... So Wardens got added into the game as the next boss. So you have Ender Dragons, you have... what do you call them? Ender Dragons, Wither Bosses, Raids, Elder Guardians, and now Wardens. And the Wardens are the hardest one, and it's not even close. Wardens have, like, quadruple the amount of health as an Ender Dragon, and can one-shot you even in, God, what is it? What is the... Warden damage ignores protection enchants, and can almost one-shot you in full netherite. Wardens are hard. Rather than diagonal, you just surround each with air. So, this. Is that guy still dying? Like that? It'll definitely work on the big magma cubes, right? Because they're just gonna be stuck in something no matter what. But it's the medium magma cubes that I'm most interested in. They don't drop anything, so there's no point in killing them. That got changed. They do drop something. I believe they dropped the Skulk spawn blocks. This does look like it'd be working, which means I go from needing like, what is this, a 9x9, so 81, down to 16. Skulk catalysts, yeah, that's what it is. No, and again, no worries, Rassel. Like, I'm not expecting anybody to have perfect, like, Wikipedia-ic knowledge of everything that's ever existed in all time. Oi, no! They got out. Okay, I pushed him in. Yeah, this seems like it's working. You're the local encyclopedia. Sounds good. So this is what we're working on, and this is what we need all the patterned snow for. And to be fair, Yuffie just cut down the amount of patterned snow that we needed significantly, from 81 to 16. Which means that we might have it right now. Now, I don't think this is actually the design that I'm going to go with. I think that the hopper minecart, instead of it just dropping right here, I think I'm going to make the hopper minecart come back up and around and then drop its, you know, its contents here. So that way the player can be much more like centralized on the spawner. And maybe I'll make it drop its contents here. Maybe I'll put it on the roof, right? Oh, robot! I didn't even see you. Bearded robot's here. Hello. Because if the player is like all the way down here, one, this is quite deep. It doesn't need to be this deep. The hopper minecart is not so, its contents are not so full that it's ever going to be a problem. And there will only ever be 4 types of items in this farm. Magma cream, and then the 3 frog lights. So we don't have to worry about this thing filling up or overflowing or something like that, right? So if we make this track take longer by moving it all the way up, say onto the roof, and then the player interacts with the storage up here, like say I have, it could either be here on the front, or the player can interact with the storage like this, right? And then I get to sit right here, which is only like 5 blocks away from the magma cubes, right? Or from the spawner. And this ensures that I'm always within range of the spawner, right? Whereas if I was all the way down here, look at how far, and see, I wouldn't be up on the chest. Nobody opens their chests like this. I'm actually probably going to be standing like this. This is about the distance that people open their chests from, you know? Maybe right here. And now it's a question of, is that spawner active? I'm so far away. So I think I want to take the hopper minecart and bring it all the way up here, or even all the way up to the roof of it. And so now looking at what I have in the nether, and we're on our way there. It's this way. Blap, blap. Ow. That was a really bad flight. So this is where I'm at in reality. So you can see there's my spawner. You can see how far down it kind of goes. And this is just really... imagine if I put the storage for this... Oh. I didn't mean to fall in. Imagine I put the storage for this way down here at the bottom, right? That just seems real bad. But I could just put the storage for it, say right here. And now this is only a couple of blocks below. You can see that lantern there. See, so this is only a couple of blocks below where my path already is. So I could just build a little offshoot right here, and then this is where the storage of it is, right? And clean this area up a bit so that way it's AFKable, and that way I don't need to, I'm not at risk of anything. And this is the plan, this is the goal, this is what we need the battered snow for. Anyway, my throat hurts. And I want to be able to stream every day this week. And so I think I'm going to call it a stream here, chat room. I don't want to risk making myself more sick again. And I can feel it. I can feel my voice. Like giving... not giving out. How do I say this? I can feel my voice under strain. And I want to be able to last through the week and not just burn out on the first day. So I think I'm going to call it. I think I am going to call it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for Candy and Necrowolf for the subs. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm sorry that I'm sick. I am working on it. I hope to be better and at 100% soon. Don't die, drink tea. I'll drink Red Bull. I don't drink tea. Tea's gross. But I appreciate the sentiment. You're wonderful. Anyway, I'm off. You guys are wonderful. I will be back, same time, same place, tomorrow night. Don't forget to join the Discord. And if you're new here, hit the follow button. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'll see you soon.